Hello, this is Alexander Cross, criminal attorney here in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you'd like to learn more about criminal law, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross and Associates. We received an interesting inquiry on our here on our YouTube channel. This has to do with illegal sex. Let's see. When I was 17 years old, I was accused of sexual abuse by my girlfriend's parents when she was 16. A restraining order was put in place. We are both adults now. We started going out again and are hiding it away from her parents and the authorities. What will happen if we are discovered? Well, first of all, seeing that you were 17 years old, you guys are both now adults, she was 16, so at the very least, this was 2 years ago. Since she was 16, she'd have to be 18 now to be an adult. All right. Well, first of all, let's talk about the beginning part. It says right here that you were accused. Were you convicted of the crime? That means, were you found guilty or did you plead guilty? And what kind of crime are we talking about? For instance, we're talking about sexual abuse that's so general. I mean, maybe they could be talking about illegal sex, which would be a violation of Penal Code Section 261.5. But in that case, since you were both juveniles, theoretically, you both could have been charged for the offense. Because just because she's younger doesn't mean that she couldn't have been charged. Because if you were also a juvenile, well, then she's also committing the crime. You both should have been charged. Now, I'm assuming, and it says right here there was a restraining order put in place. It could be a criminal protective order, a criminal restraining order, or it could be a civil one. Now, if it was a criminal restraining order, and let's say hypothetically you're still on probation for this offense, which is a misdemeanor, your adult girlfriend could just go to court and ask the judge to lift the order or to ask for a modification of the order so that you could have contact. Now, once your probation period is over, I wouldn't be concerned about this. But while you're on probation, it seems like you're still on probation, it could be a concern. Now, let's say this did not go to criminal court. Let's say the overbearing parents simply decided to go to civil court to put a civil restraining order on you. Well, that makes it a lot easier because your girlfriend, who's now 18, she could just say the hell with it, go to court, get rid of the order, and you guys can get back together. And because she's 18, her parents really can't do anything about it. I guess they could kick her out of the house or reprimand her, but legally, they really don't have any ground to stand on. They just don't. I mean, once you're 18 years old, she could basically do what she wants, and her parents can't force her to not be with you. They can't. It's the same thing as if she was a complete stranger. She might as well just be a tenant living in their house. I guess if they're upset, they could just kick her out of the house. They could do that. She could move in with you. But they really wouldn't. The parents at this point, because she's an adult, would no longer have any legal recourse. So really, aside from her just upsetting her parents, there's no real basis for her to hide it. At least no legal basis to hide it from her parents. But I wouldn't be too concerned about the law because she has undisputed power here. She could just go to court, lift the civil restraining order, and if it's criminal, she could just talk to the judge and get it lifted or modified. So this is not really a problem. But make sure your girlfriend does all this because you don't want to be in violation if you happen to be on probation for a conviction. Regardless, if you'd like to learn more about criminal law here in the San Francisco Bay Area, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross and Associates. But if you've been accused of a crime and need representation in court, be sure to give us a call at 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. The next video that we're going to be producing is going to have to do with somebody who was unfairly accused of a crime. See you on our next video.